name is Eno. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to configure the DHCP roles, how to enable the DHCP roles on Windows Server 2016. And once we have the roles enabled, we'll go ahead and configure a DHCP scope. So I have this Windows Server 2016 installed on VMware. So it's a virtual machine. It's my lab environment. So this is a quick way to have a DHCP services within this lab environment. So you can use it to serve IP addresses to your other virtual machines. For instance, here I have Fedora, CentOS, and Kali Linux. It's much convenient than using static IP addresses. So in order to enable the DHCP, add those roles and features, go to Manage. You'll have to open your Server Manager and then go to Manage. Click on Add Roles and Features. And then in this new window that pops up, just click on Next. It's going to ask you the installation type. The default is role-based or feature-based installation. Just click on Next. Click on Next, depending on how many servers you have. So I only have one here. And then under server roles, you want to find your DHCP server, select it, then click Add Features, click Next. It's going to require .NET, just click Next, and then install. And this should take just a few minutes here to finish the installation. Okay, the installation is completed. It says configuration required. So installation succeeded. Now you can just close this window, and then up here on the top right, there's notifications. Just click on that. It's going to ask you to complete DHCP configuration. Click on that. Click on commit. And then will give you a summary here. It's going to ask you to restart the DHCP server to complete the process. So just click on close here. And then you'll have to reboot your machine. So go ahead and do that. Restart. Continue. Okay, the reboot is complete. We'll go ahead and log back into the Windows Server 2016. Okay, by default, it's just going to open the Server Manager for you. If you go to the on your left here on your Server Manager dashboard, you'll see that now we have DHCP here, and then down here you'll see that it's green. There's no issues with it, so it's the installation is complete. Now what we'll do is we'll go to the DHCP and then configure a scope. That should take just a few minutes. You can go to Tools, and then this opens your DHCP for you. You can close this Server Manager here. We don't need it right now. So once you open your DHCP, you'll get a new window here. What we need to do is under the name of your server, you have an arrow to your left. Just expand that arrow. And then here you'll be presented with two options, IPv4 and IPv6. We'll be creating the scope under IPv4. So right-click it and then do a new scope. Do next. And then I'll call this my lab. My lab. So the starting IP will do 172.168.1.150. The end IP address is going to be 172.168.1.1 200, and then this is going to be a /24 here with a mask of 255.255.255. Click next. You can exclude IP addresses here. I'm not excluding any. And then here you can specify the lease duration, when after which a client has to request a new lease. So default is 8 days. We'll leave the default. Then here it's asking you if you want to configure the DHCP options. We'll say yes. So the first option is the router, the default gateway. That's going to be given to the end devices. So it's going to be 172. This is my router. It's going to be .4. Click on add. Click on next. Here it's asking you to put in the DHCP servers that are going to be handed out to the devices as well. Let me just add a new one here. It's going to be 8.8.8, which is Google's DNS. And then once you click add, it's added. Next, you can use Win server if you're using that. You can add it here. I'm not using it. Then it's going to ask you to if you want to activate the scope. Yes, I will activate the scope. Then I'll click finish. Then if you go under here, the scope is right here. So, and you can see the scope options. We only have two: the router IP and then DNS servers IP. So that's it. And then right now we don't have any leases. However, if I boot up one of these machines that is using DHCP, you'll see it pull an IP from here. So let's go ahead and boot up one of these here, Fedora. I'll go ahead and log in. So when you have your lab environment, even though this is a virtual machine and we have DHCP configured on it, as long as you have your devices set up for their network, the NIC cards under your settings, you want to make sure your network adapter is set up for bridged and not for host or custom or not. Just make sure you're using bridged option for your network adapter. That means it should be able to pull an IP from any device within your network. If you have a DHCP server within your network, so it's up. Let's see if we can open the terminal here and see if we pulled any IP. And this one is, the IP is right here. So that's the first one on that scope, 172.16.1.150/24. So if you go back to your DHCP server and refresh here, there it is. This is the Fedora Linux machine that just pulled an IP from the DHCP server here. That's it for this video. I hope this has been useful for you. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.